right in the glasses. Heads up, Liz. Heads up. Tessa. Tessa.
Thank you.
Welcome, Powerplex sports fans. We are here in Orlando, Florida at the Sunshine Classic. This is day 3, gold bracket for the USA Division quarterfinals. Winner of this game will head to the semifinals. Powerplex 17 Wheeling getting ready to face off against TBC 17 Black. TBC is Toledo, hailing from the state of Ohio. First time we've seen this team. So we're going to get the lineups and we're going to get this game underway. You got just enough time to get a drink, hit the restroom, and get buckled in for some great volleyball. In the front court for Plex, we have Nora, Maya R, and Kaylin. In the backcourt, Tessa, Haley, and Brenna. Plex will be on serve-receive here in the first set. Toledo starting with serve. Brenna checks out, Maya L checks in, and Plex is set for serve-receive. Toledo with the first serve of the first set. Hard blow serve. Maya with the pass to Tessa. Tessa back sets to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over the block. Toledo able to get it up to the back row hitter. Hits it cross court. Maya able to get the dig, but it goes sideways out of bounds. So Toledo will start with the first point here in the first set. Toledo getting set to serve again. Toledo hard low serve. Kaylin pops it up. Tessa pops it up. Maya R tips it deep. Toledo in a little bit of trouble, able to get the dig on the overpass. Kaylin with the stuff down. So Plex will get their first point of the set. Tessa will check out. Ava checks into the front row. Kaylin back to serve. Kaylin cross-court serve low. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set their middle into the block and gets blocked at the net. Oh, they're going to get called for a double hit on that set. So Plex with another point. Kaylin back to serve again. Kaylin deep serve down the middle. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter. It's a rear shot cross court. Kaylin with the pass to Mael. Mael setting up Ava. Ava goes cross court, a little bit wide out of bounds. So Toledo will get the point. Now getting set to serve. We are knotted at twos here early in the first. Toledo hard low serve off the net. Maya R goes down to try and get the dig. Can't come up with it. So the ace by Toledo giving them a 1-point lead still early in the first. Toledo with another serve. Toledo, another hard serve down the line. Maya R trying to get the dig, can't come up with it. Goes sideways out of bounds. So an early 2-0 lead for Toledo. Toledo, deep serve down the middle. Haley with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Nora. Nora goes deep. That's a kill for Nora in the middle. Deep shot catching the back baseline for the kill. Maya R checks out. Liz will check in and serve for Plex. A lot of parents on the other side waving, trying to get the ball into this court. Looks like they finally got the right person to look at them to get the ball. Liz with the serve. Liz, deep serve down the middle. Toledo pops it high. They're going to set up their outside. Hits it over. Maya with the pass to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley goes cross court. Kill for Haley on the outside. Haley just unloading a great set. All set up by a tough serve by Liz. So Liz back to serve again. Liz, hard low serve. Toledo gets it to their right side. They tip it over. Maya L with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Ava. Ava goes off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Ava on the right side. Plex reclaiming a 1-point lead here still early in the first. Liz with another serve. Liz, hard low serve down the seam. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. They go into the block of Ava. Ava blocks it at the net. Toledo back to the outside. They go cross court. That goes too deep out of bounds. So Plex with another point, pushing the lead to 2. Liz back to serve again. Liz, low cross court serve. Ace for Liz! Liz dishing out the Liz special there as it went low just over the net and down, and then the Toledo defender tried diving for it, but it just went off her arm sideways out of bounds. Toledo, in their first game today, ended up beating Top Selects 17 Elite, who we played yesterday and lost to, our only loss of the day yesterday. After the timeout, both teams back out on the court. Liz back ready to serve. Liz, low serve down the middle. Toledo in trouble. Another ace! Liz, another cross-court serve. Toledo in a little bit of trouble. They get it to their outside. They go cross-court. Liz dives to try and get a hand on it. Can't come up with it. But a good run by Plex there to get a 3-point lead. So Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo low serve down the middle. Liz pops it up. Kalen pops it up. Haley hits it cross court. Toledo able to get the big. They set up their middle. Blocked by Nora, but it goes backwards. Kalen to Nora to Ava. Ava into the block and gets blocked at the net. A good partial block by Nora. May have went off her forehead there. Toledo just coming out on top of that point. Toledo another short serve. Liz with the pass to Kalen. Kalen back sets to Ava. Ava tips it cross court. Toledo able to get the dig. They set up their outside. They tip it through the block. Haley pops it up to Kalen. Kalen back sets to Liz. Liz hits it deep, and that's going to be just a little too deep out of bounds. So Toledo all the way back within one here, getting set to serve again. Toledo, another short serve. Liz gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. Haley hits it off the block and backwards. Toledo with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who goes cross court. That's going to be wide out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Miller will check out. Brenna checks into the front row. Maya back to serve. Maya low serve cross court, and Toledo gets it up to their outside. They go cross court. Maya with the dig. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna through the block and down. Kill for Brenna in the middle. Maya, deep serve cross court. Toledo able to get it up. They set up their middle. It goes through the block. Liz gets it up, hits the net, and then bounces sideways. Ava tried spinning around to get that ball, unable to come up with it. So Toledo with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Liz with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes over the block, just a little bit deep out of bounds. So Toledo back to within one here, getting set to serve again. Toledo short serve just over the net. Brenna with the pass. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley goes cross court. Toledo with the dig. They set up their right side, who goes into the block of Brenna and Haley and down. So Toledo with another point knocks us at 10s just as we're getting halfway through the first set. Deep serve, Maya with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna cross court. Toledo able to get it up. Their right side is going to hit it cross court. Kaylin pops it up for Maya. Maya setting up Ava. Ava goes into the block, gets blocked. Ava able to poke it up. Brenna tips it sideways. Toledo pokes it up. Then it's up there outside. Who goes cross court and catches the back baseline. I think Ava might have gotten a piece of that ball anyway. So Toledo up one here. Toledo hard serve down the middle. Liz pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna over the block. That's a tough of Brenna in the middle. And we are not at 11s here in the first. So Ava will check out. Tessa checks in. And this serve for Plex. Tessa cross court serve deep. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set their middle. Hits it over the block. Liz pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava, Brenna. Brenna with the kill in the middle. And Plex reclaims a 1-point lead here in the first. Tessa back to serve again. Tessa cross court serve deep. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set there outside. Who goes down the line but goes long out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Pushing the lead back to 2. Tessa back to serve. Tessa deep serve down the middle. Toledo pop it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes cross court. That goes long out of bounds. So a couple of hitting errors by Toledo has given Plex a 3-point lead. Tessa low serve down the seam. Toledo pops it up in a little trouble. Gets it to their outside. They tip it over. Haley flies. Kaylin flies. Gets it up. Brenna pushes it deep. Toledo gets it up. They set up their right side. Who goes down the line? Maya with the dig. It goes over. Toledo pushes it back. Liz tries to get that dig. Unable to come up with it. So Toledo gets the stop down 2. Now getting set to serve. Toledo low serve down the line. Haley able to pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna goes cross court. Off the fingertips of the LeBaron and out of bounds. Kill for Brenna in the middle. So Liz will check out. Maya R checks in the front row. Haley back to serve. Haley low serve. Toledo gets it up to their middle. Goes cross court, but it goes wide out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Haley with another serve. Haley low serve. This one goes too low into the net, so Toledo will get the point, down 3. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo deep serve cross court. Haley with the pass to Kalen. Kalen out to Myar. Myar goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. A good block by Toledo. This team has a fairly scrappy defense and some good hitters on both sides. Toledo with another serve. Cross court serve. Haley pops it up. Kalen sets up Brenna. Brenna tips it deep to the corner. Toledo in a little bit of trouble. They get it to the outside. They hit it deep. Maya L to Kalen. Maya R. Maya R tips it over the block. Toledo gets it up. They push it deep to the corner. Maya L pops it up for Kalen. Kalen to Maya R. Maya R goes cross court. Toledo with the dig. They're going to set up there outside. They go cross court. Maya L with the dig to Kalen. Kalen pushes it deep to the corner. Toledo in trouble. Able to get it back on the court. Their back row hitter hits it over. Maya L with the dig to Kalen. Kalen tips it over. Toledo pops it up. They're going to set up the right side hitter who goes into the block of Brenna. Brenna with the block with the net. So Plex with the point. Maya L will check out. Nora checks in. Brenna back to serve. Brenna low serve down the middle. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set the right side. Who goes cross court. Tessa tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. So Toledo will get the serve, down 2. Toledo deep serve down the middle. That's going to be a little too deep, out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Tessa will check out. Ava checks in. Kalen back to serve. Kalen low serve off the net and over. Toledo gets it up to their middle. They hit it deep. Too deep, out of bounds. So another point for Plex, pushing the lead to 4. Kalen back to serve again. Kalen deep serve. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter. Hits it off the block. Haley able to pop it to Kalen. Kalen backs it to Ava. Ava with the roll shot over. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who hits it cross court. Maya with the dig. Nora setting up Maya R. Maya R off the block. Toledo gets the dig. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes cross court. Kalen with the dig. Maya L setting up Ava on the right side. Ava goes short shot. Toledo gets it up. Sets up their outside. They tip it over. Nora gets a finger on it, but it goes backwards out of bounds. So Toledo back to within 3, getting set to serve again. Toledo deep serve down the middle. Haley with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Nora. Nora tips it over the block. Toledo there. They're going to set their outside. Who goes cross court, partially blocked by L. Able to get it to Kalen. Kalen out to Maya R. Maya R goes into the block and over. Toledo sets up their outside. They go down the line. Kalen able to pop it to Maya L. Maya L to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. Toledo goes diving, gets it, goes over. Man gets it up and over. Toledo gets it up. They're going to set up their outside. Who tips it down the line. Kalen gets it up, but hits Nora and goes straight down. So Toledo fighting their way back to within 2 here in the first. Toledo serving down the line. Maya R pops it up. Haley setting up Maya R. Maya R with the roll shot cross court. Toledo hits it over the net and out of bounds. Kill for Maya R on the outside. So Maya R checks out. Mia checks in and will serve for Plex. Mia cross court serve just over the net. Toledo gets it up. They're going to set their outside. Who goes roll shot into the block of Ava. And Ava with the ejection at the net. And Toledo will use their first timeout of the set as Plex 4 points away from taking this first set. A really good game so far. Hard fought on both sides. Great scrappiness on both sides. Big swings on both sides.
What division is
USA.
this? You're really good at that.
Thank you.
Like, wow.
After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Mia back to serve. Mia low serve down the middle. Toledo gets it up to their middle. They hit it over the block. Mia gets it up. Maya L gets it up. Mia bumps it over. Toledo setting up their offense to their middle. They go cross court. Kaylin with the dig to Mia. Mia to Ava. Ava hits a rear shot over. Toledo gets the dig. They set there outside this time. Goes cross court. Maya with the dig. Kaylin to Ava. Ava goes into the block and gets blocked at the net. So Toledo down 3, getting set to serve. Toledo deep serve down the middle. Mia pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora. Nora tips it through the block. Toledo gets it up. Nora pops it up. Kaylin to Ava. Ava goes off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Nora on the right, or Ava on the right side. So Nora checks out. Brenna checks into the front row as Maya L rotates back to serve. Maya L cross court serve. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set up there. Back row hitter tips it over. Ava pops it up and backwards. So Toledo will get the ball back, still trailing by 3. Toledo getting set to serve. Good awareness for Ava to try and get that ball, just happened to go backwards. Low serve, Maya L pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna through the block and down. That's a kill for Brenna in the middle. And Plex 2 points away from taking the first. Ava checks out. Tessa checks in. And will serve for Plex. Tessa cross court serve. Toledo able to pop it up. They set there outside. They go cross court. Maya L pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley goes through the block and down. Kill for Haley on the outside. And Plex now serving set point number 1. Tessa getting set to serve. Tessa deep serve through the corner. Toledo able to pop it up. They set up their right side. They tip a rear shot over. Kaylin pops it up for Maya L. Maya L sets up Kaylin on the right side. Kaylin through the block and down. Kill for Kaylin on the right side. So Plex will win the first set 25-19. A really good first set. Hard fought on both sides. Plex able to just come out on top. We'll have a set break and then get ready for another lightning second set.
Have they updated the bracket yet? Have they? still don't have.
Okay, I saw us right away.
Oh. And that's where we are now.
I kind of want to watch like at least a set of Restream. Okay. I mean, yeah, because I'm not on the best set. I'm going
Standings are 3 or 4, but to watch the whole match would be ideal. Emerald division.
So after the set break, Plex back out onto the court. Toledo standing awaiting. In the front court for Plex, we have Ava, Nora, and Maya R. In the back court, Haley, Maya L, and Kaylin, birthday girl Kaylin. And it looks like we had a little bit of a spillage accident at the scorer's table. So I think they're going to have to clean that up before we get started here. So birthday girl Kaylin may have to wait a few more minutes. It looks like a smoothie. Smoothie down, people. Smoothie down. Great team effort to get the smoothie cleaned up. Coach checking to make sure it's okay and it's not slippery. Looks like they're going to grab a towel and see if they can try and put some water down and clean up a little bit of the stickiness. Shannon buffing the floor here in Orlando. Looks like we are ready to get this second set underway. Birthday girl Kaylin standing back, awaiting the start of the second set. Kaylin cross court, serve deep. Toledo will pop it up. They set up their middle, goes cross court. Kaylin with the dig. Maya L setting up Haley in the back row. Haley goes off the block and backwards. A kill for Haley in the back row. So Plex will start with the first point here in the second set. Kaylin, low cross-court serve. Toledo able to get it up. They set up their back row hitter. Goes through the block. Haley with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. Toledo with the dig. They're going to set up their outside hitter who tips it over the block. There gets it up. Ava gets it up. And they're going to call a double hit by Ava on that set. So Toledo will get the point. We are not at that ones. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo serving down the line. Maya R pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora. Nora goes through the block. Toledo with the dig. They set up their outside. They go deep. Haley gets it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. Toledo in a little bit of trouble. They get it to their outside. They bump it over. Nora with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes roll shot over. Toledo able to get it up. They tip it over. Kaylin pops it up. Maya L setting up Haley. Haley does a roll shot. Toledo there. They're going to set their middle. Hits it cross court wide out of bounds. So Plex will get the point. A fast and furious few points here. Maya R checks out, Mia checks in, and will serve for Plex. Mia deep serve down the middle. Toledo able to get it up. They set up there outside. Outside goes through the block and down. A good swing by the outside for Toledo. So we are knotted at twos here in the second. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo deep serve down the middle. Maya L pops it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley off the block and gets blocked. Ava gets it up and over. Maya L gets the dig after the tip. Ava hits it deep. Toledo gets the dig. They set up their middle. Hits it deep and finds the deep corner. A good shot by the middle of Toledo. All the way out to the corner, right on the sideline. So Toledo up one with the serve. Short serve down the middle. Mia with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley. Haley through the block and down. Kill for Haley on the outside. So Nora checks out. Brenna checks in the front row. Maya L back to serve. Maya L serving hard down the line. Toledo gets it up to their middle. Hits it deep. Kaylin tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. So Toledo gets the ball back. Still leading by one. Now getting set to serve. Toledo deep serve down the middle. Mia with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes into the block. Gets blocked. Ava able to pop it up. Brenna tips it deep. Toledo gets it up to their right side. They go into the block of Brenna. Brenna blocks it at the net. Toledo can't get it back up. That'll be a point for Plex. So Ava checks out. Tessa will check in and serve for Plex. Tessa low serve. That goes a little too low in the net. So Toledo back up one. Getting set to serve. Toledo cross-court serve. Tessa pops it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Brenna. Brenna goes over the block. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes down the line, three-quarter shot. And Plex not able to get that ball. So Toledo claiming a 2-point lead here early in this second set. A must-win set for Toledo. Plex trying to cap this game at 2. Cross-court serve low. Tessa pops it up. Kaylin tries to hit it down the line and goes on the wrong side of the antenna. A little bit of a smirk on her face after she realized she was on the wrong side. So Toledo getting set to serve again. Deep serve down the middle. Tessa tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. So Toledo on a run here, pushing the lead to 4. Toledo serving down the opposite line. Kalen with the pass to Tessa. Tessa out to Kalen. Kalen down the line. Kill for Kalen on the outside. So Mia will check out. Maya R will check in. Haley will head back to serve. Haley low cross court serve. Toledo able to get it up. They set up their right side. They tip it over. Maya L flies to try and get that tip. Can't come up with it. So Toledo gets the ball back, still leading by 4. Toledo getting set to serve. Hard low serve. Haley passes Kalen. Kalen backs us to Brenna. Brenna through the block. Toledo with the dig on the other pass. Maya Arm hits it into the block and down. Careful Maya Arm on the outside. Maya Arm will check out. Nora checks in the front row as Brenna back to serve for Plex. Brenna low serve down the line. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set their right side hitter who goes 3/4. Haley with the dig. Kalen to Nora. Nora tips it over. Toledo in a little more trouble. Able to pop it up to the right side. They hit it deep. Brenna tries to get that pass. It goes through her hands, so Toledo will get the point. Still leading by 4. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo cross-court serve. Kalen pops it up for Tessa. Tessa to my arm. My arm goes roll shot cross-court. Toledo able to get the dig. They set up their back row hitter. Hits it cross-court. Little bit low into the net. So Plex will get the point. Birthday girl Kalen back to serve. Tessa's going to check out Ava into the front row. Kalen deep serve. Toledo in a little bit of trouble, able to pop it up. They're going to hit a roll shot over. Maya L with the pass to Kalen. Kalen access to Ava. Ava into the block. Nora gets it up. Maya L setting up Maya R. Maya R goes over the block and finds the open court for the kill. Kill for Maya R on the outside. So Plex back to within 2 as birthday girl Kalen back to serve. Another cross-court serve deep. Toledo to pop it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter. Hits it through the block of Nora and down. Good swing by the back row of Toledo. So Toledo gets the ball back up 3. Now getting set to serve. Toledo short serve. Maya R gets it to Kalen. Kalen to Nora. Nora goes over the block. Toledo gets the dig. They set up their outside, who hits it into the antenna. So Plex will get the point. Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and serve for Plex. Liz low serve. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside. Hits it cross court. Maya L gets the dig. Haley tries to jump off the court to get the ball. Unfortunately, that's illegal. So Plex trailing by 3 as Toledo gets set to serve. Short serve. Liz able to get the pass to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley through the block. Toledo pops it up. They're going to try and set up their outside hitter who hits a roll shot deep. Maya L with the pass to Kalen. Kalen quick sets to Nora. Nora cross court kill in the middle for Nora. So Nora checks out. Brenna checks in. Maya L back to serve. Maya L cross court serve. Toledo in a little bit of trouble. Gets it to their outside. They push it over. Kalen pops it up to Maya L. Maya L setting up Haley. Haley goes around the block and down. Another kill for Haley on the outside. Plex back to within 1 as we're at halfway through this second set. Maya L, another cross-court serve. Toledo pop it up. They're going to set up their middle. They tip it cross-court. That goes wide out of bounds. And we are knotted at 12s here in the second. Maya low serve cross court. Toledo gets it up to their outside. They hit it down the line, and no one home for Plex down that line. So Toledo will get the ball back, reclaiming a 1-point lead. Now getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Liz with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna goes around the block. Toledo gets the dig. They set up their right side hitter who goes into the block of Brenna, through the block and down. So Toledo back up 2 here, getting set to serve again. Toledo hard low serve down the middle. Liz able to pop it to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna tips it deep to the corner. Toledo there. They're going to set up their right side who goes through the block. Liz with the dig to Kalen. Kalen back to Ava. Ava into the block and gets blocked at the net. A really good read by the outside of Toledo. So Toledo back up 3 here in this set. Toledo getting set to serve. Cross court serve. Brenna with the pass. Kalen into Brenna. Brenna tips it deep. Toledo able to get the dig. They set up their right side hitter who goes down the line. Maya L flies to try and get the dig. Can't come up with it. So another point for Toledo, pushing the lead to 4. And Plex will use their first time out of the set, trying to figure out a way to slow down this Toledo offense. So after the timeout, both teams heading back out onto the court. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo short serve. Ava gets it up and over. Toledo pops it over. Ava pops it up to Kalen. Kalen out to Haley. Haley through the block, and Toledo gets the dig but can't get it back over in 3. A kill for Haley on the outside will get the point to Plex. Ava checks out. Tessa checks in, and we'll head back to serve. Tessa cross court serve. Toledo pops it up. They're going to set up their middle. Hits it cross court, but that goes wide out of bounds. So Plex back to within 2 here. Tessa with another serve. Tessa serving down the line. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter who goes cross court. Tessa with the dig. Kalen setting up Haley on the outside. Haley goes cross court. Toledo with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who goes cross court. Maya with the dig. Kalen to Brenna who hits it over. Toledo able to get it up to the right side. They hit a deep shot and finds the back baseline. A really good shot by the right side of Toledo. So Toledo up 3, now getting set to serve. Cross court serve low. Haley pops it up. Maya L trying to set up Kalen. Kalen with the roll shot down the line, too low into the net. So Toledo back up 4, getting set to serve again. Low serve. Haley able to pop it up to Tessa. Tessa back out to Kalen. Kalen goes off the block and backwards. Kill for Kalen on the outside. So Liz will check out. Maya R checks in the front row as Haley heads back to serve. Haley low serve down the middle. Toledo in a little bit of trouble, able to pop it up to the right side. They go cross court. Kalen gets it up. Haley gets it up. Maya L bumps it over. Oh, they're going to say a double hit. I think on Haley there. I'm not sure who had the double hit. anyway. Toledo gets the point. Now getting set to serve. Still up 4. Deep serve. Tessa pops it up. Brenna pops it up. Maya L hits the rear shot deep. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set up there out right side. Who goes through the block and down. Toledo in full momentum here in the second. Leading by 5 now. Getting set to serve again. Flex going to shift their serve receive here to see if they can get a good pass. Cross court serve low. Brenna with the pass to Tessa. Tessa back to Brenna. Brenna through the block and down. Kill for Brenna in the middle. So Maya L will check out. Nora checks in the front row as Brenna back to serve. Flex needing a run here to get back within striking distance. Brenna cross court serve low. Toledo able to get it up. They're going to set their middle. Hits it through the block and down. A good quick set by Toledo there. So Toledo still up 5. Now getting set to serve. And it looks like the ball bounced in something liquidous. So they're trying to dry off the ball. Toledo, hard serve down the middle. Maya L with the pass to Tessa. Tessa back sets to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over the block. And Toledo able to get it up to their outside. They hit a rear shot over Maya L to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley. Haley tips it over the block. Toledo there. They're going to set up their middle. Hits it through the block. Tessa with the dig. Maya L setting up Haley in the back row. Haley through the block and down. Kill for Haley in the back row. So Tessa will check out Ava into the front row as birthday girl Kaylin back to serve. Kaylin serving down the line. Toledo able to get it up. They set up their middle. Who tips it over? Confusion on the Plex side. Who is going to get that tip? They let it fall. So Plex down 5 still as Toledo gets set to serve. The short serve. Maya R pops it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora. Nora into the block. Toledo able to get the dig. They set up there outside. They go cross court. Maya L gets it up. Haley tries to get the dig as she ran off the court. Can't come up with it. Toledo 2 points away from taking this to a third set.
My water bottle.
After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo serving down the line. Maya R pops it to Kaylin. Kaylin back out to Maya R. Maya R goes over the block. Toledo with the dig. They set up their middle. Goes into the block of Ava and down. Another good swing by the middle of Toledo. And Toledo now serving set point number 1 for the second set. Toledo serving down the line. Maya R able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora. Nora tips it over. Toledo there. They're going to set there outside this time. There goes roll shot down the line. Kaylin pops it up to Haley. Haley setting up Maya R. Maya R goes into the block, and that will do it for the second set. Toledo winning 25-17. So we are headed to a third. So after the set break in the front court for Flex, we have Nora, Maya R, and Kaylin in the backcourt. Tessa, Haley, Brenna's checking out, Maya L checking in. Flex will be on serve receive here in the third. Toledo will be starting with serve. Winner of the third set advances to the semifinals of the gold bracket to face off against someone I didn't see the gold bracket, so we'll find out after the game. Toledo with the first serve of the third set. Low serve down the line. Haley pops it up to Tessa. Tessa, the Maya R goes off the block and backwards. Toledo gets it up and then tips it over, blocked by Maya R. Toledo pops it up. They're going to set their outside hitter who goes in through the block of Nora and then down. Maya R flew to try and get the dig, couldn't come up with it. So Toledo will start with the first point here in the third set. Toledo with another serve. Toledo low serve down the line. Haley with the pass to Tessa. Tessa back to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over the block. Toledo there. They're going to set their outside again. They go roll shot over. Maya R pops it up. Haley flies and gets it up. Kaylin hits the roll shot and finds the open court for the kill. Haley flying in the back row. Tessa out, Ava into the front row. Kaylin back to serve. Kaylin serving down the line. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set their middle. Hits it into the block of Ava and Nora, and they can't get the block. So Toledo back up one, now getting set to serve. Toledo serving down the line. Maya R pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin back out to Maya R. Maya R goes cross court. Toledo with the dig. They're going to set their outside. Who goes cross court? Maya L pops it up backwards out of bounds. So Toledo leading by 2, now getting set to serve again. This is an abbreviated set. We're only going to 15, so can't fall behind too far. Toledo short serve just over the net. Maya L to Kaylin. Kaylin to Ava on the slide. Ava tips it over. Toledo able to get it up from the back row. They hit it low into the net. So Plex will get the point. Maya R will check out. Liz will check in and serve for Plex. Liz serving down the seam. Toledo able to get it up. They set up their middle. They tip it sideways. Maya L gets it up. Liz pops it up. Haley gets it over. Toledo setting up their offense. To the middle again. They go off the block and out of bounds. So Toledo will get the ball back. Still leading by 2. Toledo hard low serve down the middle. Maya L with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin backs us to Ava. Ava goes cross court. Kill for Ava on the right side. So Nora checks out. Brenna into the front row. Maya L back to serve. Maya L deep cross court serve. Ace for Maya! And we are not at 4s here in the third. Maya, another cross-court serve low. Toledo pop this one up. They set up their right side. Hits a roll shot over. Kaylin with the pass to Maya. Maya setting up Haley on the outside. Haley goes around the block and down. Kill for Haley on the outside. And Plex up 1 here still early in the third. Maya back to serve again. Mael, short serve down the line. Toledo gets it up. They're going to set their middle, who hits it over the block. Kaylin with the dig to Mael. Mael setting up Ava on the right side. Ava goes into the block and down. Tougher Ava on the right side. And Toledo will take their first timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Mael getting set to serve. Mael serving deep down the line. In trouble. Ace for Mael again. And Plex now up 3 here in the third as we approach midway through this set. Mael, another short serve just over the net. In trouble. Another ace. A turkey of aces for Mael at the service line. Mael, another hard low cross court serve. Toledo able to get it back onto the court to their outside. They tip it over. Kaylin able to pop it up. Ava pops it up. Liz into the block and gets blocked at the net. A great run by Mael to get Plex the lead back. Plex leading by 3. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo hard low serve down the line. Brenna pops it up. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley through the block and down. Tougher Haley on the outside. So Ava will check out. Tessa will check in and serve for Plex. Tessa serving down the line. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set their middle. Triple block. And Brenna with the block at the net. So Plex leading by 5 as Tessa heading back to serve again. And Toledo will use their second and final timeout of the set. After the timeout, Plex back out onto the court. Tessa awaiting the go-ahead to serve. Toledo falling into position. Tessa serving down the middle. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set their right side hitter who goes over the block. Liz with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it over the net. Toledo there. They're going to set their back row hitter. It's a cross court. A really good angle by Toledo there. Looked like it was going to the middle, went over the middle hitter, and then to the back row hitter who hit a sharp angle to the sideline. Plex leading by 4. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo cross court serve. Tessa pops it up. Kaylin gets it back on the court. Mael bumps it to the corner. Toledo gets it up. They're going to set their middle. Cross court. And it catches the sideline. Another really good shot by Toledo there. So Toledo back to within 3 here in the third. Can you tell both teams want to win this game? Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo hard flow serve down the middle, and they're going to call out of rotation by Plex. So Toledo will get the point, closing the gap to within 2. That might be the first time against Plex that's been called all year. Coach confirms, though, that we were out of rotation. Toledo cross-court serve deep. Haley pops it up for Tessa. Tessa out to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it deep to the corner. Toledo gets it up. In trouble. They get it back on the court. They're going to bump it over. Maya L with the pass to Kalen. Kalen back sets to Brenna on the slide. Brenna goes cross court, hits the net, and rolls all the way to the out of bounds line. So Plex will use a timeout as Toledo back to within one. We're going to have a photo finish here in the third. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Toledo getting set to serve. Toledo cross court serve low. Haley pops it up to Tessa. Tessa and then Brenna. Brenna tips it over. Toledo hits it over. Maya L to Kalen. Kalen deep to the corner. Toledo with the dig. They're going to set their right side hitter who goes into the block of Brenna. And Brenna blocks it at the net. Stone-faced Brenna with a little smirk there after that one as Liz checks out. Maya R checks in. Haley back to serve. Haley cross-court serve. Toledo gets it up to their middle, goes off the block to Kalen and out of bounds. So Toledo getting the ball right back. Down one, now getting set to serve. Toledo cross-court serve. Haley with the pass. Kalen. Brenna. Cross-court. Toledo tries to get it. Can't get it back on the court. Two for Brenna in the middle. So Plex back up two as Maya L checks out. Nora checks in the front row. Brenna back to serve. Brenna deep serve down the middle. Toledo able to pop it up. They're going to set their middle. Who tips it? Locked up the net by Maya L. Plex 2 points away from advancing to the semifinals. Brenna, another deep serve to the middle. Toledo in trouble, gets it back on the court. They're going to bump it over. Haley with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Nora on the slide, goes cross court. Kill for Nora on the middle slide. Plex serving for the game. Brenna, low serve. Toledo gets it up to their back row hitter, hits it cross court. Haley with the dig to Kalen. Kalen out to Maya R. Maya R goes cross court. Kill. Oh no. Kill for Maya R. Plex wins in 3 sets. Plex advancing to the semifinals of the gold bracket. We will have a game off and then we will be right back. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next game. Go Plex.